So yeah, guys, it's in the afternoon. It's about 3:12. Actually 3:08. Oh no, it's actually 3:12 p.m. 3:12 p.m. here in Orlando, Florida, Eastern Time. It's May the 26th, 2024. I'm at one of the subways near Powers and Silver Star Road. And as you can see, the KFC is right across the parking lot. But yeah, so I did publish the legal and political tenets of the Ninth Amendment of the Constitution of the United States. I authored this and I published it today on my script.com account, script.com publishing account, and I also did publish it on my blog site, ShawnDexterJohn.wordpress.com. Once again, ShawnDexterJohn.wordpress.com. I also did, and in all honesty, I also did post and have stored and documented the work paper via JPG files. You know what? I'm gonna have to step outside so you guys can hear me clearly. The AC is on. Okay, actually. But yeah, how are you, sir? How are you? So anyway, this is what I want you guys to understand. I do store and document my. I honestly do store and document my work papers on my Facebook account, on my Instagram account, and my Twitter account. So what you're gonna see is that I have it in JPG files, all of my work papers and work reports. Well, for the most part, my work reports also, but all of my work papers consistently over the past few months or so on my Facebook account, my Twitter account, my Instagram account. And I do have the work papers on my script.com publishing account, and I do post the work papers on my LinkedIn account, my LinkedIn page, and you can see that I published the work paper today that I did author today, the one on the legal and political tenets of the Ninth Amendment of the Constitution of the United States. And once again, I wrote the legal and political tenets on the Ninth Amendment of the Constitution of the United States, and what I published today is that. It's not what I publish is not a commentary on some other paper. Okay, I want you guys to be completely understanding of this. Okay, so the work papers, the legal and political tenets for the most part, and the earlier commentaries, the brief commentaries, all of these are original papers, original work papers, and they are not based on any sort of other person's publication or even mine, other than the New Society's Concepts and Political Apperceptions of an Eastern Caribbean Model of Commonality. Once again, my commentaries, the original work papers in commentary form, and my current work papers and work reports are based or centered around or, supplement. Naturally, most actually supplement, but everything is covered within the legal article. But everything is based on, centered on, or supplement the legal article, the New Society's Concepts and Political Apperceptions of an Eastern Caribbean Model of Commonality, published in 2022. And that itself has its foundation in the New Society's Concepts and Apperceptions of an Eastern Caribbean Model of Commonality, published with iUniverse in 2012. It's just a book sketch, the 760-page publication with iUniverse. That was just a book sketch. It was incomplete and unedited. It was an assignment, and an assignment required that I did not finish it. I authored all of it. I did all of the writing. I did all of the conceptualization. I did all of the drafting. I did the sketch itself, all of it. I mean, when I speak of the sketch, I mean the 760 pages of authored and typed up work. Okay, it's a book sketch. It's a incomplete and unedited draft of a work that I wrote on my own. Okay, so you can still see it online with I'm pretty sure if you type in the New Society, Shawn, Dexter, John, you will be able to see it online. And it shows that I'm the author, the sole author, and it's published with iUniverse, and you should be able to purchase it, at one of the major online retail stores. But you don't have to. It's certainly, I don't recommend that you do so. There's no point to doing so. We made sure that everyone who got interested in purchasing it, was told don't purchase it. It's just there for operative purposes. And we are pretty sure that no one is going to purchase it. And if anyone actually purchases it, he or she will be contacted by the Central Intelligence Agency for the most part, essentially. And if a person was to purchase the book sketch, published with iUniverse, the New Society's Concepts and Apperceptions of an Eastern Caribbean Model of Commonality, that particular person would be briefed by the Central Intelligence Agency and INTERPOL, and it would be explained to that particular person or group of people that the book's sketch itself, all of the material is of my sole ownership, my copywritten work. It's my intellectual property. It's not going to be transferred to anyone. It was never going to be transferred to anyone. And what I've written since then, all of the work papers, the work reports, and the legal article of the same root work, the New Society, of the same root work. That's all of those are also mine, solely owned by me, and are of my complete intellectual property, and it's not going to be transferred to anyone else. And when I say I'm Khalid Sandiana Hassan and that my work will be protected by this particular identity also, I'm not inferring or communicating that anyone else is going to receive any of my work. I want you guys to know that. I have been clear on this, and no matter what you are being briefed and told, if it contrasts what I'm telling you right now, it's not true. And everyone just has to accept that. Okay? So, yeah. So there's nothing else to worry about on that particular issue. Everything is documented that I own all of it. Everything is documented that I own RC, International Research Policy Institute, that is now registered as an agency company with the Central Intelligence Agency, with our security backing by Interpol. And even though it's not affiliated with my estate account, my consolidated estate account worth $10 million, in all honesty, it's still owned by me, via special contract. And I did create it initially as a nonprofit organization. I created it myself. I wrote the articles of incorporation all the way back in 2008, I believe, 2007, 2008, 2009. I'm pretty sure of it. I'm pretty sure it was 2008, actually. I'm pretty sure it was 2008. I had it registered as a nonprofit organization. I had it incorporated as a nonprofit organization, and it was federally recognized and accredited and certified as a nonprofit organization by traditional and conventional means, from C3 and all of that. But anyway, so but when I purported it as dissolved, I actually transferred it into the Central Intelligence Agency system, and I've used it to help, not for any illegal purpose or illicit purpose. It's essentially, I used it as a cover for my management training program, which allowed me to train toward being able to manage the Central Intelligence Agency and Interpol. And eventually I got to the point of saying, yes, I'm ready to manage the United States government and its partnerships without expecting too much obstruction, in waiting on what I need to wait on, in addition for our security purposes, So yeah, I'm not a bad person in any sort of way. I'm working this hard to be able to reserve what I have to reserve for me while doing what I need to do for the United States government and for the rest of the world. Eventually, I'm going to be noted as the manager of the United Nations. That's the next step, is to have this nominally recognized and nominally effected, without any sort of deviation and without any sort of opposition within the federal government of the United States, or subordinates or elsewhere. So Yeah. So tomorrow, I'm pretty sure tomorrow I should get the opportunity. Naturally, I'm going to have the opportunity to author and publish legal and political tenets of the 10th Amendment of the Constitution of the United States. Once again, tomorrow I'm going to author and have published. I'm going to publish it myself, actually. The legal and political tenets of the 10th Amendment of the Constitution of the United States, and yeah, I should get this done tomorrow. And tomorrow is Memorial Day, I think, right? But yeah, I should still be able to get it done tomorrow. I haven't taken a break yet. Not even a day. Not even a day at all. Over the past 6-7 months, I haven't taken a break yet. Once again, over the past 6, 7, 8 months, I haven't even kept track of it. But I know for sure it's over 6 months. It feels like about 7, 8 months at this particular point. I haven't taken a break since November, let's see, late October. Yeah, it's been about 7 months or so. I haven't taken a break yet. But yeah, so I should be able to get that done. Okay, guys, hold on. How are you, sir?
I'm okay, thank you. I said to you hello before.
Oh, yeah. I said hello back. Yeah. As a security guy. Security guy, I think he's from Colombia. But anyway. Okay, so you can see that this is Shawn Dexter John, and Shawn Dexter John once again. I am an American citizen. I was born in the Eastern Caribbean, but I'm certainly American. I was raised in America. Half my family is completely American. The other half is Caribbean born, but I'm American, for the most part. I was just born overseas abroad. So yeah. There's nothing else to figure out on that particular issue, okay? So even while growing up, I did focus on the OAS, and the OACS was a cover for that, and the OACS itself was a special project for me to be able to get as creative as possible in articulating the theory of the order of integration, the theory of political and economic integration at a progressive level, beyond just treaties and the evolution of treaty organizations and so forth. We're going to get to the point of having a Union of the Americas. We already have the African Union. We already have the European Union. We are going to have the Asia Pacific Union, and we are also going to have the West Asia Union. It's going to take about 40 years to get to the point of having a West Asia Union. And it's going to take about another 20, 30 years to be able to get another 30 years to get to the point of an Asia Pacific Union. But before then, we are going to have an Asia Pacific Commission, and the Asia Pacific will be popularized as the Asia Pacific. Okay. So at times you might hear the term Indo-Pacific, but after the war is over with, the war underway. The global war, which is clearly underway, after this war is done and over with, in 2.5 years, 2 to 2.5 years or so, the term Indo-Pacific will no longer be used. And it's only going to be the Asia Pacific, so we're going to popularize the term Asia Pacific, and eventually we're going to get to the point of having an Asia Pacific Commission, and then an Asia Pacific Community, and eventually in 30 years or so, the Union of Asia Pacific, or the Asia Pacific Union. We're going to have the West Asia Union, or Union of West Asia, in 40 years, So we're going to have 5 continental unions. We have worked on this for a very long time, for over a century now, almost a century now, about a century now. You see the 5 rings on the Olympics. It represents the 5 continental unions that we've worked hard on for a very long time. And the 5 boroughs of New York, all the way back then, when we created the city of New York, the modern city of New York, when we created the 5 boroughs, we had 5 continental unions in mind. Okay, we've planned this for a very long time. This is my job, is who I say I am. I'm not lying to you guys about this at all. You know, me and my team, we've planned this for a very long time. The Freemasonic community knows that Masonry protects this particular this is one of the fundamental secrets, that we are going to have a world government, and that we are going to have continental unions, and that we are going to have 5 continental unions, and that we've worked on this for centuries, for thousands of years, that this goes back to Egypt, Masonry, and our connection with the heavens and so forth, where I'm from. It's my job to be able to do this effectively, and when I do sacrifice with humanity, aside humanity, I don't want you guys to denigrate my ability to get the job done, or my authority to commission who I need to commission to help me get the job done. Okay? So yeah. Okay, guys.